What up, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy just welcome back to another Madden 22 video. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. So, there's a lot of discussion going around in the Madden world of the most dominant card in the history of Ultimate Team. And I've seen a lot of things on Twitter. I've heard a lot of different streamers give their take on just how powerful some of these guys were in previous Madden and some of the stuff that we have to deal with this year. And one of the consensus of did I say that correctly? I think I did. Hopefully I did. Well, one of the more popular votes of people that or players that people usually say is the good old active Dickerson from Madden 20. Now, if you've played Madden for the past handful of years, we all know the type of frustration and just the type of dominance that active Dickerson brought to the table. Now, for those of you guys who are, fairly new to Madden, maybe this year or last year, or you skipped 20, active Dickerson was a problem. Now you just can't call him Dickerson. You got to specify that is active Dickerson. Now what I mean by that is when they went ahead and dropped that promo. I can't even remember the name of it when they dropped him, Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald. They started with their X Factor already active. And he was released with Freight Train. And what made him so dominant is that he was guaranteed to break the first tackle on contact. And that was an issue because if you did not successfully get him in the backfield, because that's how you allow that ability to become inactive, you dealt with it the whole game. Even when you shot perfectly, even if you ran commit and someone finally got a hold of him, he was able to break his tackle and, just reach the line of scrimmage or just gain that yard or two to be able to stay active. Now, as frustrating as that was, and it was terrible, there was still ways to, deal with it. It just so, if you've played that game a lot, we've all dealt with games where he was inactive on the first play, or after the first play, I should say. You'd hike it, and either you shot, or now it was a gang effort. It took the whole team, but if you were able to get him in the backfield, I'm sure we had games where first play they try running with Dickerson, and boom, just like that, you got him in the backfield. And he's human again. He's no longer Thanos with the gauntlet. I think it's gauntlet, right? Or Infinity Stones, or, the glove that made him damn near unbeatable. He's human again. And we also had games where we never were able to get him inactive, and the person just continued tearing our souls away with active Dickerson. Now, he is definitely one of the most overpowered items in the history of Ultimate Team. He was so overpowered that eventually they had to nerf it. It was just a big outcry, a well-deserved outcry from the community. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm run committing, I'm shooting, I'm getting to him, he's breaking a tackle, he's going nuts. This is wild. Like, why would you start someone that he starts active? It takes 5-10 yard runs in order to activate this ability. He gets to start with it. We gotta, something's gotta give. This is insane. And if you guys remember, they nerfed it to where he was active, guaranteed for the first 5 plays, no matter what. Now, that meant even if you got him in the backfield, even if he was able to lose yards, it did not matter. He was guaranteed to stay active for the first 5 plays, no matter what. And a well-deserved nerf, because that right there was wild. And then when Bo Nose came out this year, it's like, really? Like, we got to deal with this again? Like, all he needs is 6 1-yard runs, and he's active. Now, Bo Nose wasn't as devastating as Freight Train. It's kind of like it, but not as good. Freight Train is S tier, and then Bo Nose is kind of like an eyelash under it. You're not like, almost guaranteed to break the first tackle. You know, I've had people active with Bo Nose and were able to bring him down on the first bit of contact, but it didn't happen. It's nowhere near as let me not say nowhere near. Freight Train is pretty much almost guaranteed the first contact you're going to break no matter what. Bo knows that there was a bunch of times where the very first time I got to him, I was able to bring him down. You know, he didn't bounce off, but still, well, the most frustrating thing about Bo Nose is that when you were able to get your hands on him, and it has to be 6 consecutive 1-yard runs, and nothing is more frustrating than when you see he's active, and I'm like, 4 out of the 6 runs, he just trickled forward for 1.5 yards. And now I have to deal with him potentially breaking the first tackle every single time. It was wild. And people are bringing up the discussion of this card right here, this Derrick Henry that was dropped. And people are saying that he is potentially the most overpowered guy in the history of Ultimate Team. Now, he has a case. He has a case because whoever created this guy in the lab, whoever sat down and created this guy absolutely wanted each and every single one of us to have a miserable time on the game. They did not think about this guy in the realm of you're going to enjoy it. I mean, yeah, he's fun to use, but when you go up against him, it's one of the most frustrating things you've probably dealt with in a while. He's wild. Not only did they make him super fast, not only did they make him really good with high throw power and, you know, good accuracy, they gave him the best release in the game. So if you pair him up with Gunslinger and he has the Aaron Rodgers release, which there's a minimal windup for that release already as it is, you pair up Gunslinger, the ball damn near teleports as soon as you hit the wide receiver button from his hand to the wide receiver's hands damn near instantaneously. It's almost just no windup whatsoever. You put Gunslinger on this release and they're able to get the ball out in such a fast rate. It's wild. He's able to fit it in the slightest of windows because of him being able to get rid of the ball almost immediately. Now, I'm on current gen. I feel like most of the world is on next gen. I feel like it's like me and 6 other people on current gen, and everyone else is on next gen. He's not that bad to deal with on current gen, and he's only not that bad to deal with on current gen because there's more speed on current gen. You know, on next gen, the defensive players are, you know, stuck in the mud, you know, and by no means do I feel like it shouldn't be that way. I feel like they're taking a right step or a step in the right direction. I don't feel like I should be able to cover a drag and in and then go back up and play a post. And on current gen, you could do that. The speed is way more responsive. I have yet to play a single next gen game, but everyone, you know, that I follow streams it. And I can just tell, you know, that the player movement is significantly reduced on next gen compared to current. So he's not that bad to deal with on current gen because on defense, our guys are quicker. You know, we're able to have more of a chance to be able to track him down because we're faster. On next gen, I see him with the escape artist outrunning everybody. You hike the ball, everyone's got contains, it doesn't matter. He's literally able to just loop around the entire field with his escape artist, take off, and if he wants to throw on the run, he can. Minimal windup whatsoever, great throw power, and when he takes off, he's Derrick Henry. He's falling forward, he's trucking, he's just dominating every aspect of the game. But people forgot one item to add to the discussion of the most overpowered item in the history of Ultimate Team. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to show you the most dominant player in the history of Ultimate Team. Now, if you're on current gen, again, there's only 5 of us. You may, you know, it's not like I'm out here getting 100,000 views of videos, so you're probably going to be safe. You know, you're probably going to be able to utilize this instead of going against it because you're a real one. You watch me along with 600 other people, and out of those 600 people that's going to watch this video, you got to figure 90% is on next gen, right? So you got to figure, you know, 10% of that is what, 60 people, you know what I mean? So that's not many. You're probably not going to go against this, but if you run this on current gen, it's it's tough. It's tough. Now, I run this on current gen because I'm a full blown demon. You know what I mean? And if you see anybody else doing what it is I'm about to show you, I need 10% of those rewards, because this right here is a GS exclusive. This right here was, we sat in the lab, is like, how can we be absolutely toxic? And we came up with an ability scheme that makes this so tough to deal with. And I'm talking about the Samoan Vita Vea. He might not even be Samoan. He may not. I don't know. I think I tried Googling it. I don't know. We call him the Samoan because years ago, I think his rookie year, we were playing squads with our guy. His name is Savvy. And he goes, hey, yo, I'm shook, yo. I do. He kind of sounds like Little Nicky from Adam Sandler, you know. I'm shook, yo. Look at the D tackle, yo. They got the Samoan. They got Vita Vea, yo. I'm shook. I'm not running his way, yo. It's the Samoan. So ever since then, we call him the Samoan. This guy right here may be the most dominant card I could remember, even over Active Dickerson. People are sleeping how dominant this guy right here really is. And we got some clips to show you just how absolutely stupid and dominant this guy is. So you take a look with the strat card, he's able to get 91 speed, right? He's a big boy, 6'4". I'm not sure what his weight is in the game, but he's able to air truck. And if you guys are unfamiliar with air trucking, you're pretty much able to, at full speed, be able to truck forward just over and over and over again. And what makes that dangerous is that when you try to tackle him, he's in a truck motion. So there's a high probability with Bulldozer that you're pretty much going to get ran over. His momentum does not stop. His speed just continues going full force while being able to truck. And not only that, it kind of messes up the defender's pursuit angle. And that's why air trucking is like highly valuable in the game of Madden. So the abilities I have now, mind you, this is on current gen. Next gen and current gen are two completely different games of Madden. They're even though they're the same game, they're completely different. Henry is arguably one of the most overpowered things I've ever seen on next gen. On current gen, not so much, you know, because again, you're faster on defense. All I need is some decent speed. I faced him with the escape artist. I spy my 93 speed Gregory, and I don't really got to worry about him going wild too much because again, the speed on current gen is you know, way significantly faster. On next gen, it's slower. Everything is slower, and he's able to go on ahead with the escape artist, hit his 100 speed boost maximum. You know, he's got a torpedo, and he just takes off right away, and he's literally running circles around people. And I could tell that you guys can't be having too much fun facing this Henry. On current gen, the Samoan is a problem. So what it is I have 3 secure protectors. I have one in the left guard, one in the center, one in the right guard. And for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with secure protector, it is an ability that kind of has like a hidden, I've talked about this several times in videos, it has like a hidden description that not too many people know about. So stronger protection versus quick block shed moves. So you see that and you think it may be a pass protection ability when in actuality it is a pass protection / run protection ability. It negates inside stuff. So if you have inside stuff on current gen or next gen, if you have a secure protector, it negates it, meaning they will not immediately shed. Now, they can shed. Don't get me wrong. They can shed, but it just has to do with your actual run blocking in their block shed. But they will not throw you to the side. They will not come in free. Secure Protector completely negates that. And I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them just in case they have, you know, multiple inside stuffs. I don't have to worry about it. I never have to worry about hiking the ball, your defensive lineman just throwing my guy to the side, you coming in free and you tackling me. This right here prevents that 100% of the time. Now on Derrick Henry, I have escape artist and I have pass lead elite. I was just kind of testing it. It was like, how can we make this even more toxic? And I've been running goal line. It's a GS exclusive. If you see it anywhere, they got it from me, man. It's already starting to take buzz when people see me on Twitch. Now, I tell people the Samoan life isn't for everybody. I didn't choose the Samoan life. It chose me. I just woke up one day. He was in the binder already active. I said, I might as well keep it. I didn't choose him. He chose me. It is what it is. And I was like, how can I make this more toxic? I was like, you know what? If I just run goal line with the Samoan, now I do have a backup LeGarrette Blount with Bulldozer. That way I can go on ahead and give Vita Vea a playoff or two, and I can still air truck with LeGarrette Blount because he's able to successfully air truck. And it's like in goal line, I'm able to go on ahead and, potentially call play actions because I want to mix it up, and I faced everyone trying to stop this, and it's not easy. They would come out in field goal block. They'll try pump block. They'll try matching in goal line, even though I'm on like my own 20 and it's kind of risky. So it's like, you know what? I got to mix in play action. And not too many people are going to spy in goal line, right? Because they're going to be getting chewed up by Vita Vea. So they're really going to not try to sacrifice run fits for, preparing for a pass that I'm not going to do too often, So whenever I do sneak in a pass, I want to be able to escape immediately if, they don't run a run commit or something like that. So 3 secure protectors for 6 AP. 6 AP on Derrick Henry with pass lead elite and escape, and 2 bulldozers. Now, this is why we're going to show you guys clips on why my guy needs to be put in the discussion for the most OP card ever. So right here, this right here is the first one right here. And I got 4 clips, and I got so many of these since I started running it. So many of them, but these right here are some of the wildest ones. This right here is in squads. You see we're in goal line. We're going to flip the play. That way we get that extra guy running into the A-gap. And then you're just going to air truck with Vita Vea. Look what this man does. Let's just take a look. I think my guy needs a nomination for most dominant card of all time. Look at the Samoan. Whoop! And he can't go. Hey! Look at the Samoan. Just look at the big fella. Just rambling, mumbling, stumbling, air trucking his way for a 35-yard touchdown. Swing! Shaboinkin! You thought you had him. You thought so. But the Samoan is going to go on ahead and give you everything he has in his digital heart. The Samoan, swing! Look at that. Look at the hops that the Samoan is able to provide you and get into the end zone while full speed being able to air truck. Now, at this time, I didn't have Derrick Henry. I had tanked on the Samoan, and we're just air trucking our way to victory. This guy is absolutely hell. He's absolutely a demon. I've been running it in Weekend League, and so far I'm 5-0 in Weekend League. So this right here is part 2. You can see the titles, and we're going to have more. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to see the Samoan. Just, I'm going to have part 30 by the time the year's over. We handed off to the Samoan, and he just ran somebody over, and it's over. It's over. The momentum is done. He's going to go on into the end zone with or without your permission. You probably want to give him your permission. That way he doesn't get too upset and he gets angry, because then he just turns into the Samoa version of the Hulk when he gets angry. And you see he's just completely just running people over. And this is why this is so dangerous. Now, I believe this cannot be done on next gen. I believe as soon as you try to truck while instantaneously getting the ball, you kind of do like in place, like shoulder shrug. You can't really do this on next gen, I believe. I don't even think I've seen people try, and I don't think I've seen people try because they can't. But right here, as soon as we get the ball, we immediately start trucking. And this guy right here attempts to get in the way of the Samoan, and I advise everyone not to do this. This right here is a Cadillac going 100 miles an hour, and I don't know about you, but you don't try to stop it by getting in the way of it. You want to go on ahead and maybe get you some armor-piercing bullets, maybe take out the tires, maybe wear it down, maybe throw some type of, I don't know, a couple buildings in front of it or something. But this guy tried. I give him credit. He put his life on the line. He put his team on his back, and then he got put on his back. But he can go with this, his head held high when he's on the stretcher being brought back to the back of the arena so he can get worked on, because the Samoan did not care of his capabilities of attempting to stop him. And you see this, again, he tries to get in front, and he just absolutely gets obliterated. Absolutely. What makes it even better is that it's a user, and he gets absolutely destroyed. And it's this guy right here. You see him? He's all ready to make a play. He's calling it out. He's ready to shoot the gap. He's seen this a handful of times. We're just driving. I'm keeping myself in short down situations with the Samoa. You see it's 3rd and 5. I'm able to get 3-4 yards a pop. And some people are going to watch this like, this can't be fun. This is terrible. Nelson, what are you doing? This isn't fun. I didn't choose the Samoan life. It chose me. This lifestyle isn't for everybody. You got RPO glitchers. You got people that run bunch and their crossers are getting over your zones. Nothing plays it. They're able to roll outside. There's Derrick Henry's running amok with escape artists. 15 different AP on him. And he's unstoppable. I'm just out here just giving the Samoan the ability to display his artistry to the world. And he's displaying it all right. And look at this guy right here. Shoulder dipped. He's getting down low. Because as you guys know, if you ever play Pee Wee football or any type of football, they always tell you the low man always wins. Oh, he about to get low. Real low on his back. So right here, he's trying to time the flip. He's right there. He's ready. We flip the play. That way we can hover the A-gap. And right there, he just shoots. Right? And he kind of stutters a little bit. I can go left. I can go right. I can attack this area. I can attack this area. Or boom, we can go straight right up the... Shout out to my man, John Madden. May he rest in paradise. Right up the middle right here. And we choose the middle. So does he. And pow! And now he's in a better place. And he's gone. Dunzo. And just like that, the Samoan gives ourselves our first touchdown of the game. Now, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to scroll up and we're going to give you guys play number 3. And this right here is a little wild. This right here actually happened yesterday. This is the Samoa Life Part 3. And just so you know, he's not a one-trick pony. We keep him active in the passing game as well. Now, you see right here, we're down 14-17. And we're just continuously just feeding the Samoan. And they've had enough. They've decided to come out in goal line. They're like, you know what? He's chipping away. He's very frustrating. And we're having some issues stopping him. Even though it says total yards 60, he's giving us all he has. And you can see they're in goal line because we're not getting big yardage, but we're constantly just chipping away. So it's like, you know what? This is what we're going to do now. This is fresh after a defensive stop. And it's like, you know what? We're going to come out and play action, catch them off guard. Someone on the tight end run a streak. Someone on the Samoan run a flat. And my hope, I have 3 options here. I have the streak, I have the Samoan, and I have escape artist. I'm hoping for a run commit. And if they don't run commit, I'm just looking for my streak right away, or I'm looking for the Samoan. And, you know, we got to keep our options open. This is how dangerous he is, man. This is how dangerous the Samoan is. He may be the most overpowered item in the history of Ultimate Team, and not enough people bringing up the Samoan. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to show you guys the play. Now, I don't have an identifier, but you can see these 2 guys right here. They're already actively moving. So I would like to think that right there is their users. If that's the computer doing that, that just shows that they're frightened, they're scared, and they have the absolute just so much intimidation of the Samoan that the computer just shook and they're just trying to move out the way. So I'd like to think that's their users. It could be the computer, though, because the computer shook of the Samoan. It wants no smoke. So we're going to go on ahead and I call the play. All right, let's see if we catch him off guard. Let's see if we catch him snoozing here. We're going to go on ahead and hike the ball. Now, right here, I have a couple options, right? I have this guy right here on the streak. Now, he does have inside leverage. The issue is that it's a user. Remember, this is squads. If this is a CPU, this is an inside precision lead all day, every day, 10 times out of 10. But because it is the actual human being, there's no way for him to prepare for an inside precision. I know that Schultz doesn't have the speed to outrun this corner, but he does have inside leverage. And if I hard lead left, like over here, he's probably still going to run straight, and it's just going to be a miscommunication thing. And that right there is really not the best throw, even though he has inside leverage there, because I don't know if he's going to expect a hard inside precision. So let's just go on ahead and let's just backtrack it right here. As soon as we hike the ball, we see their users here. They all shoot. They even got one on the D-line. This guy shoots. This guy shoots. And this guy right here actually makes a decent attempt. He goes on ahead. He shoots the run. And then right here, he's like, oh, snap. It's a play action. So he actually does a decent job of leaking out to the flat right here. But because he's a linebacker, and I know he's in goal line, it's not that bad of a throw. Even though it looks like a Stevie, trust me, it's not. I've played this game enough to know he's a linebacker. He's not going to animate. He doesn't have lurker. So right here, we immediately just throw the ball right over here to the Samoan, and then just watch what he does. Watch what the Samoan does. Great block right there by our DC. Our head coach, he's on the Samoan. One! A poof! And he's gone! He's in there for 6. Let's run it back. The Samoan may be the most overpowered card in the game. He should be selling for $3.6 million minimum. $3.6 million minimum. He's not getting his respect on how dominant he is. It's the Samoan. It's Vita Vea. Right there, we catch him, shaboinking, and just watch. Watch him display his artistry. The little stop it, whoop, 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 whoop. Little three stooges, whoop, 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 a-poof, a-poof. Damn, out there looking strong. He out there looking strong. Vita Vea out there looking like eviction, and those two tackles out there looking like my payments. He's just running right through them. He just won't be taken down. Will not take no for an answer. One more time, man. Let's take a look at the Samoan one more time. He actually did a decent job of getting out there, but because, again, he's a linebacker, he doesn't get the reaction. And then, he just will not go down with the fight. Now, this guy right here, you see, does do a very weenie-like tactic. He clicks off. I don't know about you guys, but clicking off is 100% a sign of weanieism. You don't want to provide any weanieism on the football field whatsoever. This is digital Madden. You're not going to get hurt. You're not going to wake up in 3 hours from now and be like, damn, my left long intestine hurts because I got absolutely bulldozed by the Samoan. It's okay, man. Make the play yourself. Do not be this guy. Whoever this guy was, I wish I had his gamer tag. I wish I knew which one of these guys were over here trying to play the Samoan and clicked off. Let's take a look right here. This guy gives it all he's got. There it is right there. I give this guy credit. You know why? He attempted to take down the beast. He attempted to take down one of the greatest cars this game has ever seen in the Samoan. The out of position somebody. He attempted it and he died. But he lived to be able to tell his side of the story. Yeah, I mean, maybe listen, I don't want to go on ahead. It's still, man, let's just take a look real quick. Boom. And he's just dead. He tries. Now, this guy does a good job of just staying back a little bit more because he knows his guy is underneath and he's going to give him a shot at the Samoan. And he just witnessed the death right there in front of him. He just watched his friend, his comrade, his partner in crime absolutely get shredded. He just got OJ'd. He's done, gone forever. Aaron Hernandez, he's done. And now he's like, okay, it's up to me to bring down the big Samoan. So what does he do? He runs forward and then he clicks off. You see, he's no longer on this guy whatsoever. And what should have happened absolutely happened. The Samoan just absolutely eats him up like a snack and he scores 6. But wait, there's more. We have ourselves another Samoan clip. Now, mind you, we were absolutely dominating, folks. And here we are in the Super Bowl. Now, I will say that stopping goal line, stopping this this tandem of abilities with the most overpowered Samoan in the history of any sport whatsoever is a lot easier on all Madden. Now, I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't, Super Bowls are played on all Madden difficulty. Stopping goal line on all pro is so much tougher than it is on all Madden. On all Madden, defense is just way more responsive. They take better pursuit angles. They go on ahead and they just play so much better. So I'm struggling a little bit. Even though we're up 9-3, we're struggling a little bit because of all Madden and their ability to just play the goal line way better than normality. But here we go. We just got the ball. 2-minute warning. First down ends the game. And we're going to go on ahead and give the ball to the Samoan, right? All we need is, a couple yards, put this game in our back pocket. We're going to walk out of here with the dub, and we give it to the Samoan, and he gone. You heard the commentator. The big fella takes it all the way to the crib. He may be the most dangerous item in the history of Ultimate Team. And I promise you, if I run up against you and you run my scheme against me, just know that I'm going to hate every second of it. And I need at least minimum 10% of all the rewards you get, because this right here is 100% pure toxicity. It is. But listen, you got to do what you got to do. It's nothing personal. It's just business. I'm not IP booting. You guys seen the gameplay. I can sit here and throw dots with the best of them. Yeah, I throw a lot of Stevies. It's okay. We all got Stevies in us. I throw a lot of Stevies. I can sit here, playmaker, throw cover 3 beaters and smart route posts and man beaters and man snaps. I could do that all day. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos doing that. So don't act like I can't sit out here and dot you up, because I can. But this right here is a lifestyle. The Samoan life may be the most dangerous card in the history of Ultimate Team. Let's just take one more look at it. We hike the ball right here. You see they're in goal line. And the very first attempt right here, you see there is a gang of very fast, very strong males that are directly in front of the Samoan and Vita Vea. Now, right here, you may think it's over for him. He's about to get triple teamed. It's not looking good for him. He's just going to go on ahead and maybe take his 1-2 yards, get back in the huddle, and, live to see the next play. If anyone's going to live, it's the Samoan. And these guys do not. He just absolutely runs right through them. The same way I do if I go to the Chinese spot, I give me some shrimp fried rice with some wings. I do the same way I run through that, the same way he runs through this right here. And then he's just gone. It's over. There's just no stopping him. There's just no stopping the Samoan. It is what it is. You know what I mean? He may be the most dangerous item in the history of Ultimate Team, and he's not getting his respect. He needs his damn respect. Now, let's go on ahead and let's show you guys his stats since I've been using the Samoan. This right here, again, may be the most dominant card ever, and he should be going for 3.6 mil minimum. I'm not sure what his price is going for right now. If you don't have him, get him. I don't even care the console. I've seen him go nuts on next gen. Nowhere near as wild as current gen, but he's still a handful. He falls forward, and that's what makes him so difficult to deal with. Now, stopping fullback dive isn't tough, right? It's not like they're having a tough time. Now, those clips are not your every game clip. We do got some wild clips, but that's not something that happens every game. You know what I mean? He'll break a run here and there, but for the most part, he's just living a life of falling forward, and that's what makes him so difficult to deal with. Yeah, you're able to get to him 2 yards after he gets the ball, but then he trickles forward for another 2 to 3. So that 2-yard run just became a 5-yard run. Now it's 2nd and 5. I hike the ball, maybe you run commit, maybe you match goal line, maybe whatever it is you try. You shoot the run, you get to him at the line, and instead of falling forward, instead of getting no gain, he trickles forward for 2. So now, instead of it being potentially 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, it's now 3rd and 3. I run the ball. I'm able to air truck a clean 5 yards before I get hit. Then I get hit, and then I'm going to trickle forward for another 7. And that's why he is so dangerous, because he just falls forward. He constantly picks up yards, and he keeps you in short yardage situations. This is why he may be the most dominant guy to ever grace the field of Madden. You see, I've played him 101 games. 468 downs played. He is averaging 5.54 yards a carry. Now, I do have 5 fumbles. Every single fumble happened on aggressive. Every single fumble. I go on ahead and I'm trying to pick up those much needed 1 or 2 yards, and I don't need to be unaggressive. That's just me, but I feel like I'm just going to get better animations, and I've gotten popped. You know what I mean? It's on me. It's something that I had to work with. This scheme didn't build itself. It's all sitting down and, looking at everything, looking at what people run, how they run it, what I can do to negate it, where I can run, how to run it, what I can do to make this even better, how to put people in positions to be successful. Do I need a fast tight end to hit the A-gap? Do I need somebody slower? That way he doesn't just completely run all the way to the right. Maybe slower speed is perfect because he's able to hit the A-gap, in time for him to pick someone up. Do I need to go on ahead and not flip? Do I need to go on ahead and, give Vita Vea a rest after the first play? Can he run 2 plays in a row? Can he do that? All this is just meticulous. It's planned out smartly, man. And you can just see it's pure dominance, man. One fullback dive is now 2nd and 5. Another fullback dive is now 3rd and 1. Another fullback dive, it's now 1st down, and I've gotten 13 yards in 3 plays. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my case to show you that this guy right here is the most dominant player in the history of Ultimate Team.